If
Yes.
Muhammad and his life defines Sunnah, for
Yes.
him to marry and consummate a 6-year-old, I mean, a prepubescent girl, it it is an act of sunnat. And
Yes.
that, my friends, is the very reason why even we titled this whole video and this whole stream is that the implications of Muhammad's marriage and why I cannot become a Muslim is because there is this timeless implication to Islam and its laws, which apply to till this very day.
Today.
And if you want to reject it or whatever the case is, that's a different discussion altogether. But we have shown you that Aisha was 6, that she was prepubescent when Muhammad married her and consummated the marriage. She had not reached puberty. That's a lie that she had
Yeah.
reached puberty. Okay? And on top of it all, the implication means that today Muslims can do the same thing. They're allowed to do it. Now, my question, I think even Lloyd asked a very good question, is to all our viewers, and more specifically to my Muslim friends, are you comfortable with the acts of Muhammad? Let's use a little bit of um, hypothetical here. Let's just assume that the Islamic Prophet was alive today. Would you be comfortable if he came to you and said, "I want to have sex with your 9-year-old girl," and you knew that she hadn't reached puberty? Would you be comfortable? Would you be comfortable? And let me say this respectfully. I promise you, let me say this respectfully. Would you be okay with me looking at your infant child girl with me? And I say this respectfully and humbly because this is the implications of it. That I approach you and I ask you, can I please marry your daughter at that age? Would you be okay with that? I promise you, there was once actually a guy who actually approached me, um, regardless of whatever age my daughter is, even if she's a grown woman, a guy just approaching and asking for her hand in marriage, just like it's not just going to be slipped by so easily by me. There'll be a lot of scrutiny. As a father, I want my children around me. I'm not going to be that comfortable. And so for Islam, the implications is that young children, there's a great allowance for young boys and girls to start engaging in sexual activities, at least within the confines of marriage. I can grant that at least within the confines of marriage. But would you say, a question that I would leave with all our listeners is that for me, in my mind, that is morally wrong. It is, it is, it is not okay for me.
Right.
Please answer this question, perhaps in the comment section, if in the future you watch it. Is it okay for you?
Yeah.
Would you say that Muhammad's action and Islamic law that allows this kind of thing is good, or is it morally bad? What would you say?
I mean, for Christians, that's an
What
easy
would you
thing
say?
to answer, but Muslims need to.
Yes,
I,
yes,
I must.
definitely.
I want to mention a couple of things just to wind
Yeah,
down. In Islam,
yeah,
I need to mention slander, right? Riba, and of course, slander is permitted. Islam does permit slander, but and of course, permissible lying. There's a section in the Sharia called permissible lying. It is lawful to lie in Islam, and in fact, it is obligatory. You'll see the section here called obligatory lying. I'll skip the obligatory lying bit, but of course, this is allowed. But I will just go to the section on slander. I'm going to do a very brief overview. Slander means to mention anything concerning a person that he would dislike. Notice that is the primary definition of slander in Islam. Not to tell a lie about someone. In Western law, to lie about someone, to tell an untruth, to try to ruin them, is considered slander. It's an offense, it's a crime. In Islam,
yeah,
if you tell the truth about someone, but that truth is potentially embarrassing, that is slander. That is the crime. So in other words, that's why we are told we are spreading hate. When we tell the truth from Islam's own scriptures, when we tell the truth from the Sahih Hadith, we are told we are spreading hate because we are telling truths that are embarrassing, truths that embarrass Muhammad, truths that embarrass Islam, truths that embarrass Allah.